created a little havoc. Now it's a 5-on-4 power play. Betzold through traffic, stop, rebound, they score! Hunter Garlent, his second of the night. It's a 4-4.
It's been a special ride. It's been a lot of fun and a lot of great memories to look back on. And as a player, you try and get better every time you're on the ice. And that's the great thing about our sport, that you're coming to the rink every day. It's a new day, and you're on the ice all the time. So it's been a lot of fun that way. But I think more importantly, I've grown as a person, moving away from home at 16 years old. It's a little earlier than most kids, and I've enjoyed the process, and I'm looking forward to a nice stretch, down to the end here.
Machine fakes. Here's Betzold. Shoots, he scores.
It seems a long time, and it's weird because when I was a rookie, I thought overage, you're old, and you're old, and now I'm sitting here, I don't feel old, so it's definitely something weird to think about.
Backdoor feed, they score! Oh, right there, his first as a Peterborough Pete, Nikandrov.
Honestly, just like the work ethic that goes into it. And I think we kind of try to tell our 16-year-olds here that when you're 16, you're kind of closed-minded about things in a way. You come in, you think, in a way, you think it's going to last forever, but also you take your first year kind of for granted. It seems to happen to a lot of people where like, I got, 2 or 3 more years for sure. But it's that work that you put in every single day starting at 16 that it's so important, and you really see different players develop differently because of it.
Hunter Garlent, Greg Betzold, and Daniel Nikandrov took exceptionally different paths to their overage season with the Peterborough Petes. Garlent, a 10th overall selection by the Guelph Storm, was traded to the Petes 2.5 years ago. Greg Betzold was born in Maryland and signed by the Petes out of Shattuck St. Mary's Prep School in Minnesota, while Daniel Nikandrov moved to Canada from Israel at 9 years old and didn't start playing organized hockey until he was turning 10. He was traded to the Petes in mid-November.
I remember I had an interview just like this as an 8-year-old kid, and this person, the journalist, had traveled from the States, I believe, and he was just doing a little piece on sports in Israel, and he stumbled upon a roller hockey game. Like, what are the odds? And I was the 8-year-old kid who told him that I wanted to play in the NHL. And everyone laughed, and my parents laughed, and 90% of the population of Israel, when they read it, had no idea what the NHL is. So it was pretty special when I moved here, where it's this huge hockey culture, and I got to experience it firsthand.
Part of an overage player's role is using their experience to help the younger players adjust, even if it all did seem like a blur.
Yeah, definitely. It is a little weird though. I remember one of my best friends at home, we came into the league together, and he's got a little brother, and we played minor hockey together. And I remember his brother running around like, a little grade 1 kid flying around the rink, and last summer he got drafted to the OHL. So it's a little bit different, but definitely take on a bigger, a big brother role, and just try and be their friend as well as their mentor in any way you can.
I try to be like a friend to them, I can talk to them about anything really, because I've been in a lot of situations here and stuff like that. So yeah, I definitely want to just be cool with them, and I want them to try to look up to me as a guy they want to they can model themselves after, something like that. So I definitely think the older guys on our team try to lead by example and do stuff extra on the ice and off the ice that they can learn from.
Just being around the rink, without a doubt, you will be exposed to hockey history, and all 3 OAs are eager for one last chance to be a part of it in the postseason.
Sarnia had its own benefits about it, but Peterborough, there's so much tradition here, and it's like every time we face a team, you hear about all the years that, remember playing these guys 5 years ago, or and Jody might say something, etc. about, Belleville's not in the league anymore, but it seems like there's a huge rivalry with Belleville, etc. So I think it will be different. I think the way it is right now, we might be playing North Bay or something, and there's another, organization with tradition, a very proud fan base. So those 2 home rinks are going to be a lot of fun to play in.
It's a special feeling. You come together as a group, and playoffs is a completely new season and a completely new game. So it really really matters the character in the room, and what we showed in that Kingston series was something I'll never forget. And there's no reason the group we have in this room can't perform well in the playoffs with the kind of guys we are. So we're all looking forward to it, and with the fans, the way they support in the playoffs and all season long, and especially that year when we moved on to the second round, it was special coming in this rink, and it felt like the roof was going to blow off every time. So I know the boys are looking forward to that.
It's huge. It's my first year. I didn't even make the playoffs, and it's a huge honor to even be in the playoffs. But we won that one year against Kingston, and that was huge. It's a great experience, and there's nothing like winning, and especially in a 7-game series in the OHL. So I definitely want to do that again, and we're just going to see how far we can go and just try to play our best hockey.
All three players have displayed their strengths in their final OHL seasons. Garlent with more than 80 points, Betzold with more than 40 goals, and Nikandrov as a dedicated leader and two-way forward. Next year they're looking to do the same without knowing exactly what's next.
The team, the best playoff spot, and then we'll worry about stuff after the season.
Obviously, you come in this league hoping to play pro hockey. So at the end of the day, hopefully we have a good playoff run, and there's something available at the end of the season, and a chance for me to move on to the pro ranks. But of course, we get great OHL packages through school, and I've been going through the process of talking to schools as well, and exploring that option. So definitely not closing either door, but at the time just trying to live in the moment, play the best hockey I can, and give myself every opportunity to move on to bigger and better things next year.
Well, I think I have the school route. I have that kind of figured out. So that kind of gives me a chance to take advantage of the education package and continue playing hockey at the same time. At the same time, if something else comes up, then I'm more than open to it.
And the biggest question in the end, what will you look back on and remember about your career in the OHL?
Definitely the guys you meet from playing with and seeing where they are now. Like, I remember overagers when I was a rookie, like Brett Finley, he's in the AHL now, and you try to remember some of the things guys like that said, and you definitely want to use their knowledge, because they've already been where you want to go. So it's definitely cool. Like Derek Mathers is a great example. He's a great guy to me, and I still talk to him every once in a while. And, it's fun to watch where these players are now and see guys you played against that are now in the NHL and stuff like that.
Hopefully I can leave, and instead of a handshake, it'll be a hug, because this has been my home, and it's been a lot of fun playing here. And with teammates, it's been friendships for a lifetime, and with the management, I can't thank them enough for, number one, making the trade for me and allowing me to come to Peterborough and enjoy my 2.5 years here. And hopefully in any way I can help on the ice and help the organization, and definitely be coming back in the future.
Well, obviously it's been an incredible journey, really. I mean, I started around 10 years old, and when I started, I didn't even know what the OHL is. I didn't know how the entire system works. You watch the NHL and you watch international hockey growing up, and that's it. I didn't really know anything else that's in between. So once I started learning about different paths that different players take, the OHL was something I really had my eyes on, and I was fortunate enough to play in this league for the majority of 5 years. So it's something that I'm always going to look back on and be proud of. But I think once you make it, and when you're actually in the league, it's kind of hard to take a step outside and realize that hey, not so many people make it here. You kind of take it for granted in a way. But as you get older, and I'm sure Garlent and Betzold had similar things to say, that once you're kind of looking at the end of the journey, you become real proud of what you've done leading up to it.